call this meeting of the Highland Township Board of Supervisors to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I would like to open the meeting to public comment. We can start in the front row. Anybody in the front row with public comment? Second row? Third row? Standing? John?
We can ask, well, I had ditches dug by my house in a public place, and the ditches are 4 to 5 feet deep. Hazardous condition left there. Mike said he would get it taken care of. The equipment's gone up on my house 2 or 3 times, and it hasn't been taken care of yet. And I was wondering if I got cane lawn and garden out there, if you guys wouldn't stand the bill for that.
No,
Jim, it's on township right away, right?
it's right on township right away.
Okay. If you would get cane lawn and garden out there, cane lawn and garden would have to bill you.
Well, they might bill me, but then you'd be sued, so, I mean, I'm trying to get away from this. I need that fixed. My wife fell in the hole. I had a suit there. I come in, I talked to this gentleman here. I explained the situation. I asked this young lady there to take care of it for me, and they did their best, I assume. Now, you're a roadmaster, Mike's a roadmaster, Wolf's a roadmaster, you two work, he don't work, tell him to send the shovel out and let him shovel. You know, you wanted to shovel Leo's, why can't he shovel mine? I mean, I've been bent over backwards for you folks here. And you can ask this gentleman right here, this Mr. Riggle. I come in, I talk to him, I talk to his missus. I tried, what do you want me to do? You want another lawsuit? I can put one in.
Oh.
Believe me, I can afford it.
Well, let me say this.
You know, I'm just trying to get something fixed that Mike said he was gonna have fixed. It didn't happen. And I can't have that out there. I've got children out there, I've got everybody. If somebody gets hurt, you're gonna lose your insurance.
Did you look at
Because you're
it?
talking
No,
lots of money.
I haven't looked at it, but I'll tell you what, John, I'm not gonna make you any promises that we're gonna come out and do anything because I haven't looked at it. I'm not sure how long this meeting's gonna be, but after the meeting, if you wanna hang around, I will drive out to your place and I will look at it and we will discuss it, okay?
That'll be fine.
All right,
I appreciate that.
thank you. Anybody else in the back?
Bring Wolf with you. You got a mouth. Don't you? You know, you call me
Jim.
every name in the book back here
No.
now. Why don't you stand up and just take it?
I'm not gonna lower myself to
Well, you're already low. If you
Okay,
walk any further, you're gonna be under the
John,
floor.
John,
Now,
that's
don't start. He
enough,
started.
John. We're not gonna get, this meeting's not gonna get out of hand.
It's
Okay.
out of hand already. Listen to him. All I ask is
It's
for
not
a
gonna
talk.
get out of hand, okay? Anybody else? Linda?
Yes, I watched something on PBS I'd like to bring to everybody's attention, okay? It's called Trout Unlimited. And if anybody's seen it, it's called Crowds and Clouds. And it's about the pollution of our air and our water. And on it, back in, people got involved because of creeks and streams. And this is in Tioga County because of the brown trout or brownies and that and our rainbows. And they wanted to watch the water and they were out testing it. And they came upon where there was fracking going on, where they were dumping it into our creeks. We don't know what's going out there in Allegheny National Forest and what's happening to our creeks and streams. And really, for this pollution to happen and all this, in 2011 this happened in Tioga County. It took them to 2015 to get a settlement, 4 years later. But the thing is, as for this injection well and everything else, it's all our faults, and it is. Because we're the consumers. We're the ones that want cheap gas. We're the ones that don't want to pay a lot or pushing our congressmen and that for cheaper ways, and better ways of doing energy, clean energy. So we each allow this to happen.
Anything else?
That's true.
Okay, anybody over against the wall here? Bob?
I didn't see anything on the agenda here. I know you're not taking questions, but I would like to discuss the stuff on that, the appeal stuff. There was an article in the Bradford paper. I didn't see one in the Keene. I don't know if you guys have information you can offer on that, that appeal decision.
As far as what we know, it was appealed and the appealers lost. That's as far as I know.
May I ask who the appealers are?
I believe it was the municipal authority, the cash, and the Crystal Springs ecosystem.
Yeah, I think that was the three of them.
My understanding from what I read is that the Third Circuit Court panel of 3 judges said that the 3 appealees or appellates that wanted the right to intervene didn't have the right to appeal because they weren't a party in the consent decree.
And that was a panel of 3 judges.
Yes. Anybody else over there? Okay, we'll move on from public comment. Like to have a motion.
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes and the treasurer's report for,
Oh, shoot, I'll second that
July.
motion.
Come on, Christie, right.
Okay, moving on to correspondence. We have a notice from DEP about the underground storage tank. It's a closure report. If anybody would like a copy, here. I have a notice from Flynn Environmental, and it is basically the same thing about the underground storage tank. If anybody would like a copy, it's here. We got a letter from Elk County from the Board of Commissioners that there is $7,000 in extra liquid fuels money, and I believe we did apply for that. So, letter from the Elk County Farm Bureau said that they're doing a tour of Big Maple Farm on August 18th, Friday, August 18th at 9:30 a.m. if anybody would like to attend. Have the minutes from the Elk County Commissioners meeting, minutes from the KARCC meetings, and we have well permit renewals from Hunt Marcellus in Jones Township, Ridgeway Township, and RNN Resources in Sheffield Township. And that is all the correspondence. Committee reports, Marcia?
We did a raffle, still going on, the winners, but we haven't had a meeting yet because I've been going on and off to the doctor, so I don't have a treasury report or anything.
If you could get that turned in as soon as possible, appreciate it.
Since we have a meeting, yep.
Fire department?
Treasurer's report here.
Anything else, Bill?
Only thing is, we had a few calls the past couple of weeks. We've had trees down and one pretty good car accident and lost four-wheeler person.
Okay, well, a few calls is better than a lot.
Also, they call, I don't know if anybody knows what it is, it's called ISO. It's the insurance group that comes up. It's all over the state of Pennsylvania. They do it every 3 to 4 years. They come out and evaluate the fire departments, all fire departments in the state of Pennsylvania, and it values what your homeowner's insurance is. They were up and did a thing, you guys will be getting a copy of the thing in about 6 months. Percy should know what it is, she gets it, she got it I think the last time.
All right. And we have
Just
our,
determines what it matches that, what they consider the need for this area.
okay, we have a road supervisor's report. If anybody would like to see that, there's a list of everything that they've done. Okay, moving on to old business.
He asked,
What?
did he ask to get order stone?
Yes, it's on the
Yes,
agenda.
it's on the
It's
agenda.
on under new business.
Okay, okay,
Yep, yep.
okay. Missed it.
Oh, son of a gun. That's the last.
Moving on to old business.
Did he start giving you a report every month now?
He gives us a report every month since I've been a supervisor, since he was put in the position.
Yeah.
There's one filed every month. Or, actually, it's a weekly report on what he has done.
Daily, actually. I think he does it daily. He writes down daily.
It goes by date, but I mean, he hands one in every week.
Yeah, every month, yeah.
We have to discuss the employees attending the Elk County Convention, which they were invited, as with the Recreation Association and the municipal authority.
Jeez, please.
I believe that starts at noon, Christie,
Yes.
so we would have to pay them for a half a day.
Yeah, and didn't you say there was some kind of a,
Yeah, there's a project that the Elk County Conservation District is going to take them to them. They're going to bust them out and they're going to look at the project and they're going to, talk about all the things that they're doing out there. So,
it'd be good for especially for the road crew
right,
to be there.
yeah.
How about we do it this way? As long as they go, that'll be a requirement that they have to attend that, and we'll pay them for the half a day that they're there.
Right.
Yeah. That'd be fine.
Okay, I make the motion that we do that.
I'll second it.
Okay, discuss the roof for the municipal building and gutter for the salt shed. Did you come
I
up with
called a couple suppliers. I cannot get an answer back what to do with the old roof. I got to thinking, are we gonna tear it off? I don't think we wanna tear it off because all the dirt and everything is gonna come right down in. So I can't get an answer back from them what to do with it.
Here's a question. Cavalier Roofing,
Cavalier
down in
roof
Johnsonburg.
out of Johnson.
Any chance that we could give them a call and have them come up and see what they would recommend?
Are they metal roofing contractors then? I
I'm
think
not
they're
sure.
more hot roof. I mean, I'll call them anyhow and see what they say.
I mean,
Never seen them
um,
do steel roof, Jim.
Huh?
Jim, they do almost all rubber roofing.
That's what I thought. They were hot roof and rubber roof, weren't they?
I mean,
That's
is
what-
there any contractor that
Kessel.
you know that would be able
Kessel's
to come in and give
Kessel's
us an
the big-
idea?
There's
I mean,
one.
Kessel's the one that reskinned the place.
There's
I
one.
mean, I'm not a structural engineer, so I mean, I don't know what needs to be done
There's,
and,
there's one in and over in Kersey, and they did Fox Township building. They did their metal roof, and they gave them a very, very reasonable price to it when they did it. I can contact Mike and see who
Contact
it
them,
was.
let me know, and then I'll get a
Okay.
hold of them.
if you can
Make-
contact them, get a hold of them, we'll set up a meeting.
That's it, that's good.
Set up a meeting and have them come in.
Sure.
Glenn, the
Yes.
Amish put steel down, steel roofing, which will last 30 to 50 years.
Okay.
They do phenomenal work and it'll be done in 3 days.
I agree, John,
And they're
Jeez
cheap.
Louise.
but I guess the issue that me and Jim have is neither one of us are structural engineers. So unless we call our engineer and pay our engineer to come up and tell us what needs done to it, we might be better off to have somebody come in that does it every day and say, hey, what would you recommend? And then we could go with something off of their recommendation.
They put in over 100 roofs right here in town. The Amish.
They've done quite a few of them in
Plus
James
one.
City. Okay, revisit the security for the township, and actually Mike was gonna do that, so I don't,
I don't know either. I contacted Will Watson. I had him come out and give me an estimate too, but he hasn't given me any, I haven't heard back from him yet. But I did hear back from the insurance company, and that's that sheet I left with you.
actually,
I saw that.
Yeah, and this insurance company did say that it would
it wouldn't hurt us to have it, more or less, so.
Basically, there was a questions asked if it would help us on the insurance if we installed cameras, and the letter basically says that the prices can't be changed because it's pretty much a set rate
Oh,
for
yeah.
this year
It
already.
wouldn't affect us till next
But
year.
it's not gonna hurt us having the cameras because it would stop the vandalism, any mischief, and any illegal dumping and any problems with that. And it could be easier to prove if there was a claim. So, like I said, I know Mike said he would check into that, and Mike's not here tonight, so I say we table it until the next meeting.
Yeah,
All right. Moving on to new business. Had John, what's his last name? Down your neighbor, John Hutchins come in
yeah, John Hutchins, yeah.
and give us a price on there's 6 trees down by the pavilion, down beside the fire hall, that they're dead, and we have to have them taken down. I mean, there's several people that could probably take them down, but John gave us a pretty good price, $500, and I mean, he's insured. We're probably not gonna get them taken down for any less than that.
Is he gonna, he's not gonna just take them down?
He will cut them down, and honestly, what I would like to see done is if somebody wants the wood for firewood,
Take it.
I mean, they're more than welcome to come get it, and the guys will take care of the brush and bring it up and get rid of the brush. So, I mean.
Well, I've had John cut trees for me, and he does a good job. I got no problem with John doing it.
Okay.
When are you gonna have it done?
Well, we have to make a decision on it, and then we would have to notify him and make sure that he's available.
And he'll decide.
Is that 500 to tree or 500 for the job?
No, 500 for the total job. And there's 6 trees. And the bad thing is they're all of them are surrounding the pavilion. I mean, I could go down and cut them down, but if one of them sets back and it hits the pavilion and we have to pay to fix the pavilion, he's insured. And that's a pretty reasonable price for
6 trees, 7 trees.
taking
last
down
night.
6 trees.
It's awful cheap.
And then, I mean, that's,
He charges me more than that to cut trees for me.
so,
So I'm pleased with what he charged me, so.
and like I said, I mean, if anybody would want, and I mean, please put this in the paper, if anybody would want the wood for firewood,
First
tell
come,
them to
first served.
contact Tom Theory, and it's on a first come, first served basis.
I make a motion, we get John to cut the trees.
I will second that motion.
And set the schedule up with, Christie, you can have him set the schedule up with the fire department. Do you hear that, Billy? He'll check with you on the timing to cut the trees.
That doesn't matter to me.
Okay, but I want you to know that he's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, make sure you don't have nothing going on, like if you're having like a thing going on up there or something, or if you have a
Right now, we
training.
don't have anything going on.
You didn't hear nothing on the meeting with the rest of the townships, did you?
No, I haven't. The only thing, like I told you the last time we had our meeting, and it was decided they were gonna take it back, that they were gonna leave it up to the fire departments to decide the criteria, because each individual fire department was different. Some run ambulance services, some don't. That's what the controversy was. Some only runs with the ambulance, it might, like QRS, it only gets 5, 6 calls a year on that, but run with the fire department might get a lot more, so it's not fair, so they left it up to each individual fire department to discuss and to get with the township to go over it, and they were gonna, Scott Sura was supposed to take that back to the commissioners and everything, what we decided, and have another meeting, but
I expect we'll hear something on that next Wednesday too.
yeah, I haven't heard anything from Scott or any of them yet on it, or the
Yeah,
commissioners.
okay. Because a decision's gotta be made on that by November, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
right now it's in, from
That's-
what we were told and we discussed, it was all into the commissioner's hands and everything now to wait to see if they wanna have another meeting on it or not.
You know what that's all about, don't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
with the
Yeah.
tax break.
Once it's decided, we're gonna have to get together and go over the criteria. Because right now, the way it is that we have 6 people in Highland Township that's eligible. The rest of our members are not because they live out of Highland Township.
And they have to get their,
They have, yeah, Caneboro, Wetmore Township, all of them's going through the same thing. As you already know, same way with all of Elk County's going through it.
well, that's statewide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's statewide.
Okay, we have to discuss advertising for bids for 1,000 tons of number 2 stone that we used on the dirt roads last year in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we had any bad comments on it. The guys seem to,
I had a discussion with Tommy. Personally, I'm not in favor of them big stones, but he said he didn't have any problems with them. Everything went well. Said, well, then let's try it again another year. I'll make a motion, we advertise for the stone.
I'll second that motion.
I have you guys gonna do anything more with the parking lot down there, or is it done for this year? Cause that water is, you can ask Jim when we come back from that one call, that parking lot's that deep in water.
As far as right now, I mean, I really couldn't give you an answer, Bill. We'll have to look at the financial situation and maybe try and put it in the budget for next year.
Okay, I just wondered because that's becoming a pretty good swimming pool down there now.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I will tell Tom to check it pretty regular, and if there's any
Yeah,
problems,
they
to
come
take
down,
TSA
I think
down.
it
And
was last week, dug some more out, filled it more in. And now with the water laying there, it's making it worse because it's all going down inside that's not paved over, it's all going down in there now and really settling more there. Even though that they put, I think it was like 90 ton or something like that of number 3 stone in there when they dug it all out.
I don't know, it was 3 loads of stone, I thought.
Yeah, number 3
a lot
stone.
of stone. Like I said, as of right now, we'll have to look and see if we can find any money. If not, we'll try and put it in the budget for next year, but I will speak with Tom and make sure that he keeps up on it. That way you guys don't end up with a
He's
big hole.
been checking on it and doing stuff with it.
All right. Anything else from anybody? Christie?
I had this gentleman stop today. He's from Golden Equipment, and they sell. One of the things they sell is they sell pipeline inspection equipment, and they're going around to all the townships, and they're going to do a demonstration of some of their equipment. And they just wanted to know if we're interested in a demonstration. If they are, he wants to schedule one for August 17th. But if you're not, that's fine. I'll just let him know that we're not interested, and he'll just won't come.
What kind of equipment?
It's
as far
pipeline
as-
inspection, like cameras and stuff like that. They have that. That's what they sell and say they just want to know if we want to see a demonstration. If if you guys aren't interested, that's fine. I'll let them know we're not interested. And
Brian, would that be something you guys would be interested in?
No, we're in the Rural Water Association, and they come up and do it for free. So
okay, awesome. That's not a problem.
There, that's a good answer
Okay.
for it.
No problem. Anybody else? Okay, I need a motion to review the bills and to accept the bills as paid.
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second that motion.
And I'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting after.
I will second that motion.